is applications of operational amplifiers. Generally, applications of operational amplifiers. This is unit 3. Okay, right. First of all, I would like to introduce the topics of application amplifiers. So first topic of this application of operational amplifiers are, the first topic is virtual ground concept. This is the first topic, virtual ground concept. After then, derivation of gain, derivation of gain of inverting amplifiers, Similarly, derivation of gain of non-inverting amplifiers, and after that, op-amp as adder, adder or summing amplifiers, and the next topic is voltage follower or buffer of op-amp, or voltage follower, whatever maybe is the same. Okay, and average of amplifiers, average of op-amps, and the next topic is op-amp as a subtractor, and op-amp as a differentiator, differentiator means differentiation. Okay, and op-amp as a integrator. Okay, so these topics are there. The first topic is virtual ground concept, and the second topic is derivation of gain of inverting amplifier, and similarly derivation of gain of non-inverting amplifier. After then, operational amplifier as an adder or summing amplifier, voltage follower or buffer of an operational amplifier, average of op-amp as a subtractor, op-amp as a differentiator, and op-amp is a integrated, and one more topic is there, that is called op-amp as a comparator, and one more is there, op-amp as a comparator. Okay, so these are the actually topics. These topics are studying in unit 3. So these are given by applications of operational amplifiers. Okay, so now we will start the first concept, virtual ground concept. Understand everybody? Shall we move the next page? So everybody clear? Please respond me. Everybody clear? Okay, so these topics actually present in our syllabus. According to our syllabus, we will discuss about each topic. Understand? Yes. Shall we move next page? So application of operational amplifier. It's very important, and This unit consists of 2 essay questions. Weightage of this unit is 2 essay questions and 1 short answer also given in public examinations. So first, these are the topics. Now that these are related topics of the application of operational amplifiers. So now we discuss about the virtual ground concept, and we see the what is the virtual ground concept. And if you know the virtual ground concept, then only you can understand all these derivations. Okay, so it is very important concept. Okay, it is very important concept. Important concept. Okay, so right now I shall move next page. Right now, the first concept is we will discuss about the first component, first concept, that is called virtual ground concept. So the first concept is virtual ground concept. Okay, so this is very important, because if you understand virtual ground concept, then only you can derive all the derivations. Okay, right. So actually, what is the virtual ground? Virtual means it is not seen. Actually, virtual is not nothing but not seen. It is not a direct grounding. Okay, virtual ground. So we have a two type of grounding. Grounding is nothing but potential. The potential of any one of the terminal is to be connected into ground. So that is called grounding concept. Actually, grounding means any one of the terminal of operational amplifier will connect it to ground. Therefore, the voltage at that particular point will be drops to zero. So that is actually grounding concept. But we have two type of groundings are there. One is physically grounded and second one is virtually grounded. Now everybody knows what is physical grounding, but right now I'll explain what is virtual grounding. So I'll define what is a virtual ground concept here. So a point in any circuit, a point in any circuit is said to be grounded if the potential at that point is equal to the ground potential, So this is the actual definition of virtual ground concept. So a point in any circuit is said to be grounded if the potential at that point is equal to ground potential. Okay, so a point in any circuit, if you given any type of circuit, it is not only valid for operational amplifier, it is valid for other circuits also. Because if you give any terminal to the grounded, then definitely the potential at that point is equal to ground potential. So obviously the point at which the connection, that point is always shows ground potential. Okay, so but the virtual ground concept is only valid for ideal operational amplifier. So it is not valid in practical operational amplifiers. So it's a very important note point. So I'll write the note point. So please remember everyone, the virtual ground concept, is only valid in ideal op-amp. Okay, ideal op-amp means ideal operational amplifier, and it is not valid in practical op-amps. in practical op-amp. Okay, see, the virtual ground concept is only valid in ideal op-amp because the ideal operational amplifier, the final gain of the ideal operational amplifier is infinite. But in the case of practical operational amplifier, the ideal gain is not infinite. It shows some value. Okay, so therefore the virtual ground concept is not valid actually in practical operational amplifier. So it is valid only in ideal op-amp. Okay, and the second point is very important note points. Why? If you know these note points, you can understand what is the virtual ground concept. Okay, so on the next point, I'll discuss about the next point. Okay, right. Second point. Right. And concept of virtual ground. This is the first point. Okay. First point. And second point is concept of virtual ground. Concept of virtual ground is only valid for closed loop system. Okay, closed loop system. It is not valid in open loop system. Okay, so this is also very important point. Concept of virtual ground is only valid for closed loop. So closed loop means it's nothing but feedback. Closed loop means feedback. I already tell you what is feedback, positive feedback and negative feedback. I'll explain. Okay, so once again I'll explain here also, don't worry. Concept of virtual ground is only valid for closed loops. Okay, so closed loop means a fraction of output voltage is fed back to the input terminal, any one of the input terminal. So that is called closed loop configuration. Okay, but it is not valid in open loop system. Okay, so virtual ground concept is not valid in open loop system. And the third point is okay, and the concept of virtual ground. So the concept of virtual ground is only valid for negative feedback system. For negative feedback system. It is not valid for positive feedback system. Okay, so these 3 points are very important before going to virtual ground concept. So you can understand first the 3 points. So actually, what is virtual ground concept? A point in any circuit is said to be grounded if the potential at that point is equal to the ground potential. Okay, understand? If you give any circuit, consider any circuit, not only operational amplifier, you will consider any circuit, no problem. Any one of the terminal which was given to the ground, that means ground means the direct connection of that terminal. That directly you will connect it through a wire, okay, to the ground. Then the potential at that point is always zero. So that zero potential is nothing but ground potential. Okay. So before going to study the virtual concept, so virtual ground concept or virtual connection also. Okay. So you can say that it is virtual short connection. Virtual short connection. Okay. So first of all, you just remember three points, very important note points. The virtual ground concept is only valid in ideal operational amplifier and it is not valid for practical op-amps. So it is working only in ideal concept, ideal op-amp. Because why it is working only in ideal, it is valid only in ideal operational amplifier? That means the gain of the ideal operational amplifier is always infinite. Okay, so that is the reason. And it is not valid. Actually, it is not valid. Okay, so it is not valid in practical case. Similarly, concept of virtual ground is only valid for closed loop systems. So concept of virtual ground is only valid for closed loop systems. So whatever the closed loop means, we will get feedback. So closed loop means feedback. Okay, we can use feedback. It is not valid for open loop system. So open loop gain is not valid. Okay, and the third point is the concept of virtual ground is only valid for negative feedback system, and it is not for positive back system. Okay, so please note everybody. Please note everybody. I'll move to next page. Right, I'm moving to next page. Right, I draw the operational amplifier circuit diagram once again, because here I am studying the second point. It is very important. Concept of virtual ground is only valid for closed loop. So whatever the operational amplifier I am using, that operational amplifier is always the closed loop configuration. Okay, so right, I will draw the circuit diagram. See. This is the operational amplifier. Hey, Mana, Venkat, door close is the sound of. So this is the operational amplifier. This is a negative terminal and this is a positive terminal. Okay, so this is a positive terminal and this is the operational amplifier. In negative terminal is nothing but inverting terminal. This inverting terminal I am connected through a input resistance. So I will connect it here. Input resistor. And this is the non-inverting terminal. The positive terminal is non-inverting terminal. And this is the output. And we give a small fraction of output is connected to small output voltage is connected to input terminal through a resistor. That is called feedback resistor. This is the input resistor. And it is given to adapter. See, and this is the power supply which required to operate this operational amplifier. This is a positive VCC and this is a negative VEE. Okay, and see. So this is the input resistor and this is one input resistor. Okay, and this is the positive VCC and this is negative VEE. This is a positive VCC and this is a negative VCC. So I'll mark here. This is plus VCC and this is minus VEE. This is the dual power supply. So the operational amplifier can operate between these two potentials. Okay, so this is called dual power supply. And see, the inverting terminal is connected. Here the inverting terminal, I'm considering this inverting terminal is right now connected to a input source. Input source. So that is called input source. And the output, the non-inverting terminal is directly connected to ground. Okay, so this is connected by ground. So here actually Now I'll consider this is the potential at non-inverting terminal. The potential at non-inverting terminal is V1 and the potential at inverting terminal is V2. Okay, and this is the input resistance R1 and this is the feedback resistance RF, because we are considered this is a closed loop configuration. Generally this is a closed loop configuration. Okay, so fraction of output voltage, this is output voltage V0. The fraction of output voltage is fed back to the input terminal through a feedback resistor RF, and this is the input resistor. So in closed loop, whatever it may be, this is an infinite resistance which maintain at input voltage. So this is called input signal Vi. So this is called input signal Vi or Vin, input signal, whatever it may be. V. Okay, input signal. So simply, what is the gain of this amplifier? Okay, first of all, I want to find out the gain of this operational amplifier. For that purpose, I'll derive what is the output voltage of this operational amplifier. So this is an operational op-amp. Okay, so consider this is a ideal operational amplifier. So ideal op-amp. So consider this is a ideal op-amp. Okay, ideal op-amp, because the virtual ground concept is only valid for ideal operational amplifier. See here, so I will use the grounding concept here. I'll explain what is the grounding concept. I will use the ground, means here I will tell about two type of groundings are there. So that is called, first one, physical grounding, physically grounding, physically grounded, and second one is virtual grounded, virtually grounded. So what is the difference between physical grounding and virtual grounding? Means physical ground is nothing but you can see direct connection with the ground, because see the non-inverting terminal, whatever the non-inverting terminal using here, that non-inverting terminal is directly grounded through a connecting wire. So this is called physical grounding. It will always visible. But in the concept of virtual grounding, virtual grounding means it is not visible actually. Okay, because virtual is the meaning of not visible, right? So you can clearly observe from this this diagram, the non-inverting terminal of this operational amplifier will connect ground through a connecting wire. Okay, so now the potential at this point V1 is always equal to 0. The potential at V1 is always equal to 0. So come to the potential at V2. So whatever the potential is there at point V2, the potential is the same as the potential at V1. So ఇక్కడ ఏంటి అంటే పొటెన్షియల్ V2 దగ్గర ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో ఆ పొటెన్షియల్ V1 పొటెన్షియల్ కి బరాబర్ ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది అంట. అంటే మంచి కరెక్ట్ గా ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది, ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ వర్చువల్ గ్రౌండ్ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఈవెన్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ కనెక్టింగ్ V2 terminal, even I'm not connecting V2 terminal to the ground, but it shows the potential is similarly the potential of V1 terminal. Okay, so that is called virtual ground concept. Okay, so I'm not using, actually I'm proving that right now. I'm proving that what I'm saying, if నేను చెప్పింది ఇందులో ప్రూవ్ చేస్తాను. What I'm saying that I'm proving that. Okay, so you know that the non-inverting terminal is directly connected to ground. That means the potential at V1 is always equal to 0. But come to in case of potential at V2, that potential V2 is also equal to the potential of V1. So how much potential is there at V1? The same potential will be derived at potential V2. That is the concept of virtual ground concept. So let us consider the output voltage of this, the output voltage. So the output voltage of this ideal op-amp is the output voltage of op-amp. Op-amp is V0 is equal to, what is the output voltage? Gain times of this amplifier. So the gain of this amplifier is closed loop CL. So CL. Okay, so the gain of this amplifier is, because it is a closed loop, so that's why we will consider gain in terms of closed loop. So the gain of this amplifier is ACL. So therefore the gain of the amplifier ACL times the difference of these two inputs. Okay, so difference of the two inputs, that is called VD. So here VD is nothing but difference of input voltages, difference of input voltages. Understand? See, here VD is the difference of input voltage. The output voltage of op-amp is V0 into gain times of input difference. That what is the VD here? I'll write VD is nothing but here the potentials V1, V2. So difference is nothing but V1 minus V2. Okay. So every time you will write this is a non-inverting terminal. This is a inverting terminal. Okay. So this is called inverting terminal. So every time the difference VD is nothing but potential at non-inverting terminal minus potential at inverting terminal. So this is the difference of input terminals. So here V1 is a non-inverting terminal and V2 is the inverting terminal. So the difference VD is equal to, we can note V1 minus V2. So I simply substitute. And right now I want to prove that. See, now you can write what is the gain of this amplifier. Gain. So gain ACL is equal to V0 by VD. V0 by VD. VD means V1 minus V2. Simply write ACL is equal to V0 by V1 minus V2. So, but in ideal op-amp, ideal op-amp, I already tells in previous case. See, the virtual ground concept is only valid for ideal op-amp. Okay, why? Because the gain of this ideal amplifier, gain of this ideal amplifier is infinite. Okay, compared to practical amplifier, the gain of the practical amplifier is almost some value. Okay, so that is the reason, right? So but in ideal op-amp, the gain of this operational amplifier is almost, gain is infinite. So infinite. So that is approximately infinite. Okay. So therefore substitute this value in say, see, gain of this amplifier is infinite. Infinite is equal to V0 by V1 minus V2. Simply you will replace this equation as V1 minus V2 is equal to V0 by infinite. So 1 by infinite value is nothing but 1 by infinite. 1 by infinite value is always equal to 0. So therefore V1 minus V2 is equal to 0. So therefore from this equation V1 is equal to V2. See, my result is, so whatever the potential is there at V1 terminal, so the same potential is drawn at V2 terminal. See, a V1 I am physically grounding. V1 terminal means non-inverting terminal, I am connecting physical grounding. Okay, but V2 I'm not consider V2 is a grounding. I'm not consider V2 terminal to the ground. But see here from this derivation, V1 is always equal to V2. That means what is the potential? What is the potential at point V1 is the same potential will be obtained at point V2. So even I am not connecting grounding. So this is called virtual ground concept. So that means it is virtually grounding, like virtually grounding. We can see that virtual grounding is like that. So this is called virtual ground concept. Okay. See, this is the virtual ground concept. So from ideal operational amplifier, simply according to ideal operational amplifier, so whatever the potential is there at non-inverting terminal, say the same potential is there at inverting terminal. So that's why these two voltages almost all equal in every ideal operational amplifiers. Okay, so this is the concept of virtual ground. Understand everybody? So please tell me your response. Understand or not? So please understand everybody. Okay, so everybody you know very well what is the virtual ground concept. Physically I'm not grounding, but physically I'm grounding only one terminal. Okay, and it shows another terminal is also look like we are grounding, because it is only possible in operational amplifier, that is in ideal case only. Okay, understand? Practically it was not valid, because the gain of this operational amplifier practically shows some value. So 1 by something value is nothing but it is never equal to 0. So that's why this phenomena or this concept is completely wrong in case of practical operational amplifier. This is only proved and only valid in virtual, only valid in ideal operational amplifier. So once again, note everybody, this is very important concept. You know perfectly virtual ground concept, then only you can understand further derivations. Okay, right. See, you may note this dotted line. Okay, so this dotted line is represent virtual grounding concept, the dotted line. Okay, even I'm not giving any grounding to this terminal, but the potential at V1 is always equal to potential at V2. So therefore, if you are take any value V1, this is shown at V2 also. So that is the concept of virtual ground concept. So applications lo man concepts ivi. After that, I'll explain the virtual ground concept. This is the definition of virtual ground concept. Actually, this is the definition of virtual ground concept. So, understanding of virtual ground concept, these are the very, very important key points of the virtual ground concept. These note points are very important. And see, after that, I draw the diagram, virtual concept diagram, and I'm here using a physical grounding and virtual grounding. This is a closed loop ideal op-amp. So, based on this theory, I will give you one problem. Please try it. Try in your home. I'm not explained right now. I'll explain in last session. I'll give you small exam problem. So please do by using this virtual ground concept. Okay, I'll give you that problem. Next page. So please note everybody. I'll draw another circuit diagram. And I'll move to next page. I'll move to next page. So don't worry, my videos are all available in YouTube. After 5 o'clock, I'll post this class also. If you are not properly follow that, otherwise for backing process or front process, the backing then you can see in my videos in YouTube also. I already provide link in your channel. My channel link also I'll provide it in messages. So next page. So I'll give you a small problem. Let everybody try in your home. I'll explain after complete this all topics in problem session. I'll explain this problem. Okay. So until then, you will try to solve this problem. Okay. So based on the virtual ground concept problem. So I'll draw a circuit diagram. See. First of all, I draw a circuit diagram. I'll give you circuit diagram also. So this is operational amplifier. So this is a negative terminal, this is a positive terminal. Two power supplies are needed to operating this operational amplifier. So see, this is plus VCC and this is minus VEE. Okay, and this is the input voltage. Input inverting terminal is connected through a resistor RA. This is called input resistor, and the output fraction of output is connected through a feedback resistor RF. Okay, so this is a feedback resistor. This is called RF. Okay, and see the input resistance I am given 2.2 kilo ohms, 2.2 kilo ohms. Okay, so this is a power supply. So V, and this is the current I1. This is positive negative, and this is the output voltage. So problem is, for a given op-amp configuration, for a given op-amp configuration, for a given op-amp configuration, determine the voltage of RF, the voltage of RF, the voltage of RF. RF means feedback resistor. The voltage of RF required to produce, required to produce a closed loop gain, closed loop gain of 100. So this is called gain actually. So this is a nothing but closed loop of gain. So gain is given, input resistance is given, through output resistance RF. You want to find out output resistance. Okay, actually this problem can done by know the gain formula of inverting amplifier. So I'll tell you that gain of the inverting amplifier derivation. So after done that derivation, then only you can solve this problem. Okay, so that's why I previously given this problem. So please try in your home after listening the derivation of inverting amplifier gain. Okay, so gain formula. This is the op-amp. So everybody know. I'll move to next derivation. So this is my question. So please note everybody. Please note everybody. I'll provide my channel link in your message chat box. So please go. Uh, please go in chat box and just open my YouTube, and every video is available in YouTube. After completing the class or evening time, whenever you feel free, you will just follow that video. Okay, so then definitely you will may get some extra knowledge, right? So I'll move to next page. I hope everybody can note this problem. So next page, I'm going to next to derivation. So see in previous pages. So first concept is completed and move to second concept, that is called derivation of gain of inverting amplifiers. So I want to find out what is, every time I tell you gain of the amplifier, but what is the formula is there from gain? What is the formula of gain? So I want to derive that gain formula in the next concept, inverting operational amplifiers. Okay, so once again I'll explain. The next concept is inverting operational amplifiers. See, it is very important for essay questions from this unit. Okay, so now we'll discuss about derivation of gain. The topic is derivation of gain of inverting operational amplifier. Okay, so this is your question. So gain of the inverting amplifier anna okate, gain of the inverting amplifier or asking gain of the non-inverting amplifier. So just please see here given inverting or non-inverting depends upon the situation, you will find out the gain of the amplifier. So actually before going to draw the diagram of inverting amplifier, I want to tell you what is the inverting operational amplifier. Okay, so now I want to define what is inverting operational amplifier definition. Okay, so see an operational op amp circuit, an op-amp circuit that produces an amplified output signal, an amplified output signal that is 180 degrees out of phase with the input signal. So this is very important definition. An operational amplifier circuit, otherwise an op-amp circuit that produces an amplified output signal that is 180 degrees out of phase with the input signal. So whatever the input is given to this inverting terminal, then it will show their output voltage finally shows in out of phase with 180 degrees of the inverting input voltage. Okay, so right, I'll draw the diagram, circuit diagram. Please note it. See, this is the diagram of inverting amplifier. This is operational amplifier and this is the output voltage. And here we are giving, this is the input terminal. This is called inverting amplifier, inverting terminal, and this is a non-inverting terminal. So this is called positive. Okay, and the power supply which was required to operate this operational amplifier. This is plus VCC and minus VCC. So come. So this is one terminal and this is another terminal. And now I will derive inverting mode. Inverting mode means only inverting. I will give you input signal into inverting terminal only. But what will be in non-inverting terminal? So the non-inverting terminal is simply connected to ground terminal. Okay, so simply connected to ground. So this mode of operation is called inverting operational amplifiers. So I'll connect to one input resistor. This is the input resistor. Through input resistor, the input signal is given to the circuit. So this is called input signal